When I was young, I had always been that quiet kid who didn't talk much and just stayed alone and quiet at the back of the class or something. When other people came up to me and asked me questions, I would just nod my head or shake my head. And if I had to answer, I would answer with one-liners or just minimal words like, "Hi, what's your name?" "Darius." "What do you like to do?" "Play games." And that's how conversations mostly been for my life in the past. And in the end, I didn't have much friends. I didn't talk much throughout the whole day, and that's how my life has been, lonely and quiet by myself most of the time. And I coped to myself saying, I'm just independent. I just don't need other people to thrive. I don't need to talk to other people. I don't need the help of other people. I can just do everything by myself. And fast forward to now, when I go to Muay Thai class, when I go to Muay Thai training and someone enters the classroom, I would say hi. If it's someone I've never seen before, I would say hi, what's your name? And we would exchange our names, have a nice little icebreaker conversation, know each other better, and perhaps we might even become friends. And in the gym also, when we are surrounded by people of common interests and people who are around our age, I would also say hi to some people, have a nice chat with them here and there. And school started just yesterday, and during our orientation, our class was seated in a row, and I forced myself to talk to the strangers who I've never seen before beside me, so that I would know more about my classmates and know their names, which can be helpful. We ended up exchanging our names, telling each other more about ourselves and knowing more about each other. And we ended up becoming friends. It doesn't matter if the other person is, shy. They would still talk to you and be comfortable if you approach them with an open and friendly tone and approach. Unless they're weird and they ignore you. And ever since I forced myself to be more social, to talk to people more, to open up to others more, I've been feeling more alive, more human, because it's natural and healthy. It's what humans were supposed to do. They're supposed to interact with each other, bond with each other, get to know each other. And we're not supposed to stay alone, isolated and, antisocial. It really affected my life by being more social and by talking to others more. And I've really never regretted, starting to talk to other people more and being more open and having more conversations, initiating conversations, because I ended up having more friends and being happier with myself, and life seemed more refreshing. And another point is, ever since I quit social media, I found this urge in myself to push myself to talk to people more, which is totally natural and healthy. So, because we are supposed to talk to people face to face in real life, rather than talk to people over a screen on social media. And you know how as teenagers, when we become teenagers in general, we would find ourselves to want to attract people, perhaps find more friends for ourselves and maybe attract a potential partner to date. In the past, I would have that urge of attracting people, and guess what? I waited. I did not take action, I just waited. I thought, maybe if I made myself more interesting, if I showed off my abilities more, if I improved on my looks, I would attract people, I would get more friends, get more girls, and guess what? It didn't work. Because let me share with you a quote from How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. You can make more friends in 2 months by being interested in other people than you can in 2 years by trying to get other people become interested in you. And I totally agree with this quote, because ever since I changed up my mindset, my approach from trying to get people interested in me to being interested in other people by approaching them, by initiating the conversation, by simply asking their name, knowing more about them, having a nice chit chat. I've gained more friends and also become happier and more comfortable with my peers around me. If it's classroom, in the class, in school, or in your training environment. It really benefited me a lot. It gave me a change in mindset and how I view life. And I've improved in my self-confidence, my social skills, my talking skills. And it feels better to go to training or to go to the gym or go to class now, because I know there's this community, these friends I can be connected with and talk usually with. You would feel happier and more comfortable being in these places where you can be open. And it really helps, because imagine if you go to school and since you're in class half your day, around your classmates half your day, you're essentially being around these classmates half your life when you're a student. So it's ultimately better to know each other, be open to each other, talk to each other, being social with your classmates who you spend half your day with, rather than be antisocial and lonely, just being by yourself. So this is one of the most important advice I would give my younger self. Talk to people more, be more social, force yourself to go out of your comfort zone, live to your age in being social, and initiate conversations, because it's just as easy as forcing yourself to say, "Hi, what's your name?" And it would naturally follow up with each other, exchanging our names, having a pleasant, lovely conversation perhaps, and maybe get to make friends, which is a really nice and refreshing experience which you can have. Okay, bye.